Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today.
Okay, I don't want to keep on reusing it. Here's the next topic. Let me see, let me think, let me try to remember.
Come on, man. What is he doing?
Okay, so, you know, I loved forced insurance, forced health insurance, forced car insurance. In New York, you have to, I don't know about any other states, but in New York, you have to have car insurance. And you're probably thinking, okay, you know, if I crash into someone, I want them to be able to pay. It's a no-fault state. If you drive a car, you know how other people are. They're checking their phones, they're twiddling their thumbs, they're fingering their parrot. It's someone's fault. 90%, obviously I have no statistics on this, but the reality is 90% of collisions, again, this is just my theory, are someone's fault. It wasn't like, it's not like, a very few of them, I believe, are like at the both of them at the same time not paying attention, right? Where it's neither their fault, they're both weren't paying attention. It's usually one of the drivers not paying attention. It's someone's fault, is my point. But because it's so expensive, because New York is a big city and there's a lot of cars and the streets are tight and all this bullshit, it's no one's fault, guys. You remember that time in kindergarten when you had an altercation with another child, and then the teacher said, even though one of you started it, I don't really care enough to investigate this issue, so it's both of your faults. Let's just shake hands and say sorry to each other, even though it was clearly one of you who started it, because one of them is a troublemaker, right?
Come on, man. Get a life.
Right? You know how it is. It's someone's fault. Someone is responsible. So yeah. So now this guy, Sam Liccard, who apparently works for CNN, who is able to provide his opinion, and with the stamp of CNN. I mean, if I were a mayor in any state, I would not want any of my words to be on CNN. I would pay them to not reference me. Be like, please, I don't want my name on any search engine to come up on any of your articles, please. I don't care if you have praise upon praise. Do not put my name in any one of your articles. In fact, I don't even want to have to run for office for that to happen. I don't care if CNN loves me. Don't even say my name at all. Anyway, so he basically says that, you know, gun crimes, bada bing, bada boom, people need to pay. Not me, though. So if you own a gun, you have to pay insurance. Because, and then he basically makes a whole list of, like, the costs of violent gun crimes, because, you know, everything's money. But I was looking through it, right, and his example of like why it would work, he compares it to cars, because guns and cars are the same thing, apparently. One is exclusively made to kill people, right, and the other one is for getting to point A to point B. I mean, obviously, you would have to be a pinhead to not compare those two things, but, right, no, that's a spoiler, Where's, oh, did I close it? Well, it's around here anyway. Where is it? Oh man, it was so eye-opening, dude. Was it this? Yes, this is it. Okay, so this is like a summary of all the costs, right, of a gun crime. Okay. Oh my God, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This is the government this is the government summarized in one tiny black square. So, what is one of the costs of a violent gun crime? You ready for this, man? Hold on. I need to... Please, let me get the right sound effect. Oh, yes. I got it ready. Okay, I hope this is the right one. Okay? So, one of the costs, they had the audacity to put in their word salad of, right after victim support of like, oh, people are losing families, people are losing their husbands, their wives, their children in these violent gun crimes. And right after that, they have the balls to say that we are also losing tax money when people die. When people are dead, they can't pay taxes. They have the balls to say that. They literally look at you like a tax revenue. When you die, you can't pay taxes. Look at this shit.
Oh yeah!
Look at this. When an injury or shooting or homicide occurs, the state and county loses the ability to collect taxes from the incarcerated suspects and homicide victims. They look at you like a cash cow. This is the most cold-blooded. Oh my God. You are shot and in the hospital. We can't collect taxes from you. Oh my God, when I saw this. Oh no. Oh no.
I told you not to touch it!
When the government can't collect money from you. Yep. When you die, we can't collect monies from you guys. This is why gun crimes are bad. I can't believe who works in their PR? Who works in their PR? Who did that? What stone cold killer actuary put this here? This person here, whoever put this here right after victim support is, I don't know. Oh man. Dude, the absolute gall of this person to put that there. Okay? And I want to confront the final point they make is they will, when people are, you know, trying to make a point, like this guy's a mayor of a city, right? But he will quote crime statistics of like a bigger area to make his point. So for example, let's say a lot of people died in his city to gun crimes. Then he'll post that. But then if it's like smaller in the country, he won't use that, right? So it's cherry picking your evidence. When you say there's a gun violent when you say there's a gun violence problem, right? You stick to the area, right? If your city is having a gun violence problem, you don't state the entire country statistics just to inflate your numbers and make it like, oh, this is a big problem that we're only gonna apply here to San Jose. No, that's not how that works, sister. That's not how that works. And anyway, you don't want to be quoting your own your own city's statistics, okay? Because just according to this neighborhood scout, I was very curious to see how well San Jose is doing in their crime problem. Just according to this, they're not doing a really good job, and it's not even. I mean, they're doing. I think. Well, where was it? Very high crime. Noticeably lower than average compared to the same size. I don't understand this because it says it's safe. It says compared to the other cities of the same size is safe. Right? It says the crime rate is noticeably lower than average in other places with a similar size. But then it says up here, the crime rate is considerably higher than the national average across all communities in America, from largest to smallest. Right? So I don't really get that. So compared to similar ones, it's not bad, but then it's higher than the average? How does that make any sense? And then it says has a crime rate higher than 81% of the state's cities and all. See, I don't really get it. How can you say that it's lower than average with communities of the same size, but then say it's higher than it is higher than 81% of states, cities, and towns of all sizes? So compared to smaller ones that has more crime, and compared to bigger ones that has more crime, but then compared to similar sizes it's normal? That's weird. So is it saying that there's a specific size where crime is a lot? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying, well, it's saying, I'm trying to understand what it's saying. It's saying San Jose has 100,000 people, and it has more crime than places with 50 and 150, but not more than other cities with 100. Like, I don't get it. I'll be honest with you. I'm making a video like I know everything, but I don't really understand what this is saying. Although, if you read this several times, it says it has a high and almost everything else. So, population sizes, blah, blah, blah. From my analysis, violent crime occurs at a rate higher than most communities of all population sizes in America. See how it says all population sizes? That's why I think this is important. It says here, compared to the same size, is lower, but to all sizes, meaning bigger and smaller, has a lot of crime. But then that would mean other cities have the same amount if they have the same amount of people. Same amount of crime, same amount of people. It's weird. Okay? So, this makes San Jose a place where is it above average chance of becoming a victim of property crime. Yeah, so there's not a lot of gun crime, but there's a lot of property crime. Okay? So now I think this is important to note because he has a lot of theft crimes in his city, right? So by his logic, there should also be a crime car insurance because of the costs it takes for the policeman to respond to a theft crime. That's his logic. His logic is, oh, look at these costs of gun crimes. Therefore, if you have a gun, you should be taxed, because that's what it really is. It's an insurance tax. It's another tax. Let's be 100% honest here. It's a gun tax. If you own a gun, you have to pay extra money to the government. That is a tax definition. You're taking money from people to the government. That's a tax. So by his logic, gun cost the government, gun tax. Okay, what about this? You have a lot of theft crimes. If you own a store crime, store tax. They probably already have that. They probably already have. I mean, they have property tax. If you think about it, they could just say that's what property tax is. But whatever. So you have a car. Crimes happen to cars, which you have a lot in your city, Mr. Liccard. Car tax. Not just car fatalities,